Oh boy, here we go. It's game time. Are you ready? You know what? Let's go! Sorry, I was probably way too loud. Hey, what's going on? It is time for another stream. Got a lot going on tonight. We are going to finish up Iron Man. Oh, that's not going to work, is it? That blur stuff. There we go. There he is. There's old Iron Man. Thank you. Dad Bod Medic Nate gave me a quick sound check a little bit earlier. It seems to sound pretty good. We got old Iron Man. We're going to finish him up tonight. And as you can see, the famous Potts sign has now dried. So, yeah, keep them in line with my body so they don't blur. If I stay behind the mic's kind of blurred out. That's a little strange. But if I stay close to it, it gets just the, just the tip. You can see that. But if I back away, ooh, mystery microphone. But yeah, we got our stop pot son looking good here. And so tonight, yeah, I'm basically just going to be, finishing up this Iron Man and then building some terrain. I'm gonna try out some different stuff on this base here and see what happens. Look, hold on. Let me give you something else real quick. See what you think. We've been messing around with some new stuff here. Okay, we could we could sit here with this stuff all blurry and everything, or give me a second. Whatever. Screw it. It's tough for me to do this on the fly. Let's try that again. Oh, I know what's up. We can sit here all blurry, or what do you think about that? I'm sitting here painting my Marvel stuff in the Marvel layer now. Background, the microphone's gone. That's pretty cool, huh? I'm hanging out with all the superheroes. Yeah, I kind of like the look of that. Now we're looking pro. We're hanging out with Hulk and the boys. We got a little we gotta figure out what side. There's Spider-Man right there. Daredevil back there. Oh, hey, look right over my shoulder. There's Iron Man. So, oh no, he's a little different than my Iron Man. He's got like a triangle in his chest. This one's got, circle. But yeah, I think that's cool. I think that's a good little overlay for doing some painting of Marvel. But we also need whoops. All right. Sorry about that. So let's get going. Hop into my. All right. Sorry. I turned on an echo by accident. My bad. But yeah, enough chitter chatter. Let's get our paintbrushes out and let's start doing some stuff and things. So, okay, we gotta fix our camera here. Man. Bear with me, folks. We were just screwing around with some stuff, so I got to get my my overhead camera back here. Okay. Bear with me. This is what happens when I'm trying to play with my settings and try new things like 10 minutes before the stream starts. Okay. That's a nice camera view for you, right? Mm-mm-mm. Dang, I don't know what. I can't get it to snap into. Can't get it to snap into to the place like I'm trying to. A lot of dead space over there. Mm. Man, I had. Sorry, guys. I had this. I had this fixed. Mm. This is why I need to get a better mount. I'm 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 using I'm using a hair tie to hold this freaking thing on here, and it's just like it's not ideal. You can't adjust it like you want it, and I hope I'm not giving you guys a headache. Mm, the whole freaking table now. Okay, that'll work. Now we're in. Now we're in view, but I don't know why it's not snapping into the frame like I want it to. It's wanting to like adjust the whole. It's wanting to like adjust the whole thing. I don't know. Who knows? Who knows? But that's as good as we're gonna get, I think. Okay. You actually got like a little bit better view, I think. Actually, you can see more. So it looks okay on the screen. No, that's all good. I'll just be streaming away here. So we are going to the first thing we're going to paint on here is the base, and I've been thinking about this a lot, like what I'm going to do, because this is kind of how my other bases look from things that came from other folks. Um, and I'm gonna go a little bit different direction on my bases. I wonder how this looks if I hold it up more. Like if I want to get, I kind of actually like this camera angle better than what I've been showing you guys because you can see. I mean, you can see the whole thing pretty well like this, and then if I want to show you closer, you can still see it pretty good. Versus how it was before, it was kind of like I don't know, like right up on things. So this isn't bad. Um, but I'm not gonna do a ton of painting tonight. Oh, we do have an important question for you. We've got an important one. Um, Wanted to ask you. I've been experimenting with some things. Do you like this background you see here, or this one for your viewing pleasure while I paint? This is two. So one or two. Give you another look. One or two. It is a tough decision. Two? You're saying two? Okay, so we got one vote one vote two. So I guess what you're saying is I should keep them both and swap it out from time to time. I don't know. They both look okay. Uh, I think this goes with the my overlay that I've got going right now. All this red and black in my overlay. Yeah, we'll just keep both and switch it up. Like that. I mean, that looks pretty cool to me. I don't know. I'm kind of digging this one just because he has some more color going on. But let's see how painting the model. I think you can see the models a little bit better on this one than doing it on over top of this. But we'll see. We'll switch it up from time to time. Start. If I figure out how to do polls, we can set up, voting on which overlay to use tonight. Or I could do some stuff with the channel points where let you use your points to pick what overlay I'm using. I don't know. We could do some goofy stuff. Well, speaking of goofy stuff, I'm going to use Basilicanum Gray as my first color here. Give it a good shaker-rooney. What do you guys think? Should I put some music on? Gotta re-sign in on the music. Crap, I don't have all that on me right now. I've been screwing around with some different things with security, and so now I don't have it saved. So whatever. I guess we're not gonna have music right now, unless Alexa, play some party music. See what kind of party we got going on. Can you guys even hear the music? It's not started yet. It's doing its slow build up to be cool. Can you hear any music? Can you hear the music? Yeah, I was wondering, me saying that, how many party musics I was going to start out there. It's like everybody's partying now. Hey, I don't know if you guys can hear mine or not. I guess I can put in my headphone and see what I'm picking up from you. See what I'm picking up from you. See what I'm picking up. I don't know. I don't think you guys hear my music. Doesn't sound like it. Crap. Hmm. So yeah, Alexa, stop. If you give me like 2 seconds, I can get that going. Like it's kind of tough for us to have a stream without music, right? I was so busy messing with other things that I did not get that set up. Give me like 2 seconds. I'll get the music going, and then we're gonna have us a party, right? I don't know. I don't know why I can't get my music on. Not cool. Not cool. Give me this one more try, and then we're just gonna have to say screw it. All right, let's try. I said one more try, but we're gonna try another one. Got one more bag of tricks here. Bear with me. Just trying to get a mini painted, you know? Oh, God. I don't know what I don't know why I can't sign into my music, but whatever. I give up. I give up. What I get for trying to change my all my I locked myself out of everything. Whatever. That's okay. Back to it, right? By the way, if you're just watching, I did some changes this week to made some changes this week. Dixie, hush! Oh, I need to close the front. I need to close the front door so she can't see out the screen because she's just gonna bark at everything. Sorry, guys. This is a cluster of a start. All right. Now maybe we can now maybe we can get going here, right? So shake the paint up, and so what I'm going to try for doing this doing these bases for this Marvel stuff is just some the Silicanum Gray. It's a contrast paint, and I'm hoping I don't have to put a bajillion paint coats down. See, that's kind of how it looks, kind of a dark paint. Hoping if I just use this, not put on a bunch of different layers. So I'm going to just use a small brush for getting the details around his feet. Here we go. This is the same, if you were watching, this is the same paint that I used to do the Crashed Escape Pod recently for Star Wars. Ooh, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. It's really dark. Really dark. I don't like it. I'm not digging it. It's not really the look I was going for here on these bases. But I'm gonna finish. I mean, I'm gonna do it. I'm just gonna see how it looks once it's dry. God, that's way too heavy right there. It's a little darker than I was thinking it was gonna come on. Somehow I got a ton of it right there in that corner. Did not mean to do that. Just gonna bring it around there. Switch to a little bit larger brush now that I've gotten around his feet all I want. Get it in there a bit more. Get those cracks. Just wanted to try it. Like this is my first base that I've done for these guys, and so I wanted to just see how this looked. I mean, I may end up just get that dog hair out of there. Great, right in the middle. I mean, I may end up just completely painting over this, but I just kind of wanted to see how it looked. Because if it works out, this would be really easy to just do the whole things in this contrast paint. But I don't know. I'm not liking it so far. A lot darker than I was anticipating. So I'm probably gonna may end up coming back with a base coat over top of it, or actually just dry brushing. We'll see. Well, that was my first base for doing the Marvel Crisis minis, and so I just wanted to see how it looked before I committed to doing all of the bases the same way. So I'll probably just kind of try a few different things till I see what I like, and then I can do more bases that way. With this paint, I mean, you just kind of got to not go back over it. Like let it dry and don't go back over the surface. I'm trying to get in these little cracks is what I'm doing right now. I mean, it's not bad. It's not bad, but it's not like I said, it's not what I was hoping for. Because I kind of looked at my terrain map before I did this. Oh crap! Listen to me saying you just don't go back over it, and look what I just do. I go back over it. Kind of looked at my mat a little bit before I came in here and did this, and looks like the colors on my mat are like just really light colors. I didn't do a good job of applying this contrast paint. I've kind of gone back over some areas and I kind of mucked it up a little bit. I left too many streaks here is what's happening. These little edges are right where his feet touch the pavement. Still see a little white from the model, like the plastic from the model in there. It's growing on me. It's growing on me. I didn't like it at first, but now that it's down, I'm kind of liking it. And I think I might just do a second coat to because I've kind of gotten. I just that's my fault. Just putting it on, I kind of got it a little uneven in places. So I'm not gonna touch that again. I do need to do the around the edging here. Probably leave it. I mean, I'll probably leave it. Um, use this, but on my next mini, I want to try something different and just see what I like better. Cause I mean, I have about 50 of these dudes to paint, something like that. So just kind of see what I like better before I commit to doing all 50 of the models in one particular scheme. Right now, I just got to get around this edge here. Now I'm finally feeling good, feeling at peace a little bit. It was kind of hectic starting the stream tonight. Between get my camera straight, and then what was it? Oh yeah, the camera was not there, and then I had to get the um then I had to get the once I got it there, I had to get it adjusted, and um then the dog started barking, and I couldn't get the music working. It was like, dude, come on, let's just paint. Are you doing any art projects over there tonight, GGF? I think it'll be okay. It's just there you go. Do some Nelson Mandela's again. I tend to forget with this daggone contrast paint not to go back over it again. But I mean, it doesn't look so bad. I think by the time I add some shading and highlighting, it'll look okay. But I mean, I don't know. I like the look of this Doc Ock. How it's just I don't know. It's like this is like a base coat. It's completely base coated, and then dry brushed back over. And then to me, I don't know. It just looks better than what I've got going on. This just looks kind of janky. Um, I think I would rather just paint them in a regular paint. And that's probably what I'm gonna do. It's just looking at the two, how they're done. I like the look of this solid paint color more so than this contrast paint. I used contrast paint for this red on him, and it looks really good. I think it turned out really well on for his red, but I'm not feeling it on this base. I don't know, just don't like it compared to just a regular. There you go. You can kind of see it pretty good on that angle. This has like a more uniform look to it. This is kind of, I like using this Basilicanum gray more so on like a metal, like something that you're trying to make look like a piece of tin or something that's supposed to look um like a metallic that's got a little warm, but I'm just not feeling it so much on for pavement. It just looks janky to me. So set that aside, let him dry a little bit, and come back to doing that later. I'm probably just gonna put a different base coat on. I asked the guy that I got this from what he did because I wanted to kind of try to make them look similar. And basically what he said is he painted the whole thing with a dark gray and then dry brushed over it with a light gray, and it came out looking pretty good. So I mean, I'll let that dry and see how it comes out, but I like the detail of this right here more than that other one. But um, let R2D2 hold the line while I'm cleaning paintbrushes over here. Why don't you give something a try? I was trying to put some new features in the stream for you guys. Added some new emotes for you. Give one of them a test. Let me see if the stuff works. I tried to build a little surprise in. Tossing a emote out there. See what happens. See if we get if you see what I'm talking about. Should do something cool. We'll see. But yeah, so I want to show you something else we got going on. This is always the fun time of the day. Monday is always my delivery day when I get new cool stuff. So new cool stuff came in today. Any guesses on what this is before I open it up? Give you a clue. It's related to what I'm doing here. I see you got Beavis and Butthead going. There they go. There they go. They're popping around. It's not really like we got this feature installed where they're supposed to like hop all over the place. I just saw him I just saw Beavis and Butthead peep into the corner But they didn't like fly all over the screen. There we go. There's a little one. He hopped over a little bit. they're peeking around. Um, they're peeking around a little bit. Laid over top of them. Okay. Um, on it. I will fix that. I know how to do this. Um, yep, you were right. I've got the. Let me slide that up there. Now give it another go. See if you see cool stuff everywhere. See if that helps you. And while you're doing that, any guesses on what I got going on here? Anybody know what's in this box? I'm gonna cut it open for you. No. Yeah, I just adjusted that, so you should be able to get that going. It's always dangerous when I'm cutting things on stream. I have injured myself while streaming because you're sitting here talking and looking at the screen, waving sharp objects around. Um, so waving sharp objects around, you gotta be careful when you're playing with knives while streaming. I did stab myself really good with a really sharp pair of tweezers one night. Oh, it's not on this one. I don't even have it. Sorry, we don't even have that. We don't even have the dancing emojis on this thing at all. Yeah, we do. It should. I don't know. Who knows? I'll play with it. Got it on the very top, the emoji wall, so who knows? But no, it is not a new car. Yeah, I don't know. It's on top. I'm telling you, it is on the very, very top. So, not a new car. Any guesses? Any guesses? Well, I gave you a peek. Just the tip of the mic there. There we go. All right, no guesses, so I'll just pop it out for you. We have got none other than the Master of Magnetism. Always got to stay in front of me. The Master of Magnetism. Magneto. Magneto and Toad. My my characters, the dudes that I have for the game there, I've got like a lot of the X-Men and a lot of the Brotherhood. Um, so he's like the best leader for the bad guys, for the Brotherhood. So if I've got every other one. I had like the Blob, Pyro, Mystique. I mean, I basically had all of the bad guys, Juggernaut, Sabretooth, except for Magneto and Toad. So now I've got their ultimate leader. So I should have a um, pretty dirty Brotherhood team to bring into battle. So there we go. So we're switching gears. We're waiting for that to dry. While we're waiting for that to dry, I'm going to move my painting water off to the side for this because I'm going to be like doing something a little different, and I don't want to spill water all over my laptop, and then suddenly the stream just disappears. And if suddenly the stream just stops one night right after I go, oh crap! It's because I spilled water on the laptop from all this painting water. So it's a dangerous thing to be painting minis while streaming because you have all this cans of water sitting out on your desk. I'm trying to grab something that I've got under my desk here. So, all right. Next thing we're going to work on, next project, is I don't. You know what? Let me turn this thing off for this. Um, there you go. Is a little bit of terrain. We have got this awesome full color, like already painted terrain made by Frontline Gaming. Comes in these like boards here, and you just punch it out and glue it together, and it saves you a ton of time. You don't have to do the painting. So we put our first one together the other night. We put a stop sign together the other night just to see how it came out, and it came out well. It's stuck together. It's all one piece. I thought it was kind of funny though that they did not paint stop on the other side, and they just let the printer go and didn't reverse it. It says pots. So if you want to with your terrain, you could have a stop sign at the street, or if you build a store front that sells pots, you got a nice sign for your pot store. Maybe you're dealing drugs. Maybe you're selling pot on the streets, and that's why the superheroes have come around to try to stop the bad guys from selling pot on the street corner. I don't know. So we're going to work on a few things tonight. I'm really wanting to get all this terrain put together so that I can actually play the game. Like, I've got a lot of minis that are ready to roll. Once I get this done, we're ready to play, and then we can start actually streaming some games on here. You guys can watch some games be going on. Maybe you can help make some decisions on what we're supposed to do, who we're supposed to move, and whatnot. That would be pretty fun. I guess I'll just stick with. I've already opened this bag. I guess I'll just stick with putting together the stuff that's in this bag. I've got quite a bit of things to put together. So let me just put those back for now. Grab these guys. And they don't give you written instructions. They give you a little QR code to scan, so I'm going to have to do that. And see what we're putting together. It looks like, well, I see the word petrol on there. There's a little dinosaur. It says petrol, so this would be a gas station. So I need to look on the instructions and find the petrol mart. It looks like I've got, these are all the same color, so it looks like I got two different panels there. So I'm gonna just turn this off since I was just noticing this is pretty big. There you go. Now you guys can see it a little better. When I have all these big things here trying to show you on screen, my little camera effects kind of are messing up for you. But gotta be doing multitasking. I don't know, multiple things with all this. So I'm going to pull up these instructions and we're going to put together the petrol mart tonight. First, anyway. Okay, so it's got like a little sign out front too. The big pieces in this thing is like a bank and an apartment building, but I want to try a small building before I try to tackle any of that. So, here we go. To start with the gas station, I think we'll do, first of all, let me put it back on my on the paint view for you. Start with, I'm going to poke some things out. And it looks like this is the sign for, okay. It's this one. We're gonna do the little sign that goes in front of the gas station first. And it looks like it's this row of stuff and things right here. So I use this. This is just one of my files for filing the what you call it, the the plastic pieces. I use this to poke them out so that you don't break them. And I'm horrified that I'm going to say something like that and then all of a sudden, dunk, break apart. Come on. Shit from the other side. There we go. One. So it looks like 4 panels. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. So you got these 4 panels, and then this is like the top of it, and this comes out of the top. I can't tell what else there is. Let's go ahead and just get all 4 pieces out. And as I do this, I'm definitely going to dry fit this. Hey, there's a little emote hopping up on the screen. So okay, it's working. It's working on this screen. The emotes will dance on this screen, but for some reason they were not working on the full screen. I don't know. So there's 2 of them. There we go. 3. And things usually have 4 sides, right, guys? Rectangular and square shapes. They're going to have 4 sides. So we're going to learn some basic geometry tonight while we're painting. Isn't that exciting? Okay. So there's our 4 sides, and then it's got a base that it sits on. Where's the base? I believe that. Weird. I think the base is on a whole nother panel. I believe that's the base right there. So 2 of these pieces, you can see you've got these little tabs on the bottom. The other ones do not. And so those 2 tabs go right here. Like so ready to get this stuff built, man. Like, I'm ready to get a game on. Ready to get my game on. So let's make sure we got these right. No. No, that's right. So like that. Okay, there's the front. There's the front of the gas tank. See, that one's got a little more imagery or whatever you want to call it in there. A little more detail. That'll probably help to hold this together. Like once I glue it, if I just kind of stick that slot in there, it'll hold it a little bit better. It just falls apart, right? That's why you gotta glue them. These guys will go here. Imagine the red. I mean, you can see that red. Like it's got red on the top. These have got red on the top, so it would be like that. Other side is going to be like that. So that's how, and then it all falls apart. So that's how it goes together, and it might be better to glue it like that before I start to put it in there. So the whole thing will kind of sit in there like that. So I think I'll do that. I'm gonna. No, I'll stick it in there first. So the glue that I'm using on this is I'm just using Gorilla Glue. It's like a clear Gorilla Glue. I've also got this Titebond wood glue because this is like this stuff's called MDF. It's like a really light. Um, it's like a really light like plywood basically, like just really thin particle board basically. So you can use this wood glue. But I like the Gorilla Glue because this is clear, like, so if you do get a little bit that bleeds out, it doesn't show up quite as well as this, this thick sort of yellowish wood glue. And then you can also use super glue, which you don't have to sit and hold the stuff quite as long. Um, but if you make a mistake, you can fix it a lot easier using something like this than super glue. And then I also keep toilet paper handy, not just for emergencies, for emergency potty breaks, but for fixing any of these issues that you might have when doing a little glue mistake. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put a little glue on here. Dab, dab on there. Put that there. Well, now I'll clean it. I don't care if glue spills onto the inside edge. That's what I want. But I want to clean it off with this outside edge so that it doesn't look all janky. I guess these are gas pumps. Once it dries, it would look like a petroleum spill. So it wouldn't be so bad. I mean, you're in the middle of a battle of superheroes. Maybe some gasoline got spilled somewhere. Um, but we try to keep things clean around here as much as possible. Okay, there we go. So, gotta get that in there. And now, see, this is where it's good. This is why I like this type of glue versus the super glue because I've got the two sides. They're not, I can move them right now. They're not set. That glue takes a little bit. So I can put the other pieces in there and be okay. So I think what I'm going to do is just put glue right here on this little notch. I'm not going to worry about the ground. It would be nice if I had a really small, like if I had like a little, I don't know what you call it, a little tip to put on the end of this nozzle that would shrink the flow down. That would be nice, so you don't get a lot of extra spillage. See, now I can sort of hold this. I've got to hold it. Um, this is not gonna just set really quick, so you got to kind of hold it in place. But before I go do that, might as well put this one on because the way I'm holding it, I'm going to be holding all four of them. There. Nothing's upside down yet, so that's good. But we're not finished putting it together either. Looks square. Everything looks square. Just kind of hold. I gotta hold it for a little bit. Whilst I do that, how's everybody doing out there? Everybody have a good day today? Anything fun and exciting going on out in the world? I know I just worked. That was pretty like not fun or exciting, but you got to do what you got to do, I guess. Um, and then came and did some stream setup stuff. Got some things set up for you guys to make it a little more fun. Yeah, we know you're a big fan of working out there, GGF. Oh God, I just moved my hands for like a second, and the whole thing just like fell apart. It's still just please don't fall down. Kind of worried. I've got to put a roof on the thing next. Like, how the heck am I gonna do that? um, feel like I should probably just set this to the side and come back in a little bit and do the roof after it's um dried a little bit. Did I do it upside? I think I might have done it upside down. No, I didn't. Couldn't have. Something doesn't look right. It's the back. That's where I messed up. This is why it's good to use regular glue. I put the back upside down, and then there goes the neighborhood, right? That's what I get for showing you guys. Um, good thing the good thing is I can fix this. So far in the this is the second piece that I've worked with of this set. So far, regular glue instead of super glue has been a good choice because I've messed something up initially on both models. See, it's supposed to have like this. You got the pump buttons up top, so you got the solid colors. Um, you got the solid colors on the whole um, piece. Top half anyway. Yeah, I think that's right. Yeah, that's right. Cool, cool, cool. So, do we try to put the roof on, or do we try to work on something else while this dries? I think. Oh God, I'm really scared. Seeing as how this goes, like seeing how this is going, like holding together. I'm kind of nervous to try to throw this top on here, but I need to pull those instructions back up. And say it came with instructions instead of this scanning the thing. It'd be a lot easier while I'm doing a stream anyway. Um, the next piece is this. It's like the rooftop to it. I think it's this guy right here. This little to use my handy dandy little jabby rod. So what team do you think I should play first once I get this together? Like Spider-Man, X-Men, Spider villains, X-Men villains. I got a lot of choices. A lot of choices. So where's that gonna touch? Right there on those edges. Let's put a little blue on there. Hopefully the whole thing does not fall apart once I stick this on there. Gently do this. Not applying a bunch of pressure, because you don't really have to. Looks even to me. Yeah, kind of, not quite. It's a little. Yeah, you gotta be careful. Tough to get it situated where it's like even. No, everyone is going to come measure how many millimeters it's hanging on each side. It is starting to hang. It is starting to grip onto the, like the gas tank is gripping onto the floor. Yeah, I know GGF is always like examining these edges. It's starting to stick to the floor pretty well. So it's holding. Oh, you know what? We could put the boys back. We could put the boys back, can't we? Now that we're doing our thing. We got the advisors in the background making sure that we put together the gas pumps correctly. So I think that's good. Does that have GGF seal of approval? Is that okay? You don't see any edges overhanging too much anyway. All right. So now we're putting on the rest of the roof. Hopefully we won't be singing the roof is on fire, because this is a gas station. And if we're starting to sing that at a gas station, we typically would have a problem. And I guess you really would have a problem anywhere if you had a roof on fire. Thank you. Yeah, we've got got all the boys hanging out helping us out tonight. The whole universe has come to assist with the painting. We've been working on Iron Man, and because he's right over my shoulder, there, this shoulder, that shoulder, that shoulder. There's Iron Man back there. So yeah, the whole crew is hanging out, helping to put everything together. What happened to my trash can? What, so what else is here. So there's a little. Where the? Oh, here it is. I found it. Don't worry, I found it. This is the other piece of the roof. This little circle here. Side. I'm working up to building a building. Like I'm doing all this little stuff, but I will be putting my first building together shortly. I'm using these. I'm just opening a bag and doing each panel one at a time. And we got the gas station first of all. I don't want to punch out, does it? There we go. Boom. Alrighty. What that little piece is? That's something for the gas station, I guess. Oh, I see. So it's like a sign that goes over the front door. These are the last two pieces for the gas pump. This must be like an old school gas pump. I don't recall. It's like there's a station and then it's got one pump out front, and this is the pump. It's like got this little umbrella roof over the pump. Like, where do they have gas stations like this anymore that have just got like one gas pump sitting out with one thing? Okay, perfect. Oh, that's cool. It's gonna fit really easily. I'm definitely gonna have to like clean it with some towel. So where does it fall? Where does the corner fall on that? I gotta get glue like where it's actually touching. I guess let me just put my thumb right there on it. Or I can sort of point at it right there. Oh god. Did you see that? The whole freaking thing tried to come off. The roof tried to come off. I'm telling you, this glue takes a bit to set. But it is good since, as you saw a little bit ago, I put the thing together backwards. And gives you an opportunity to move it. I was watching other people's videos about this stuff, and they were like, "Oh yeah, I like the super glue, but in the end, I liked the regular glue for this exact reason." I think that's about in the right spot, and if it's not, it's gonna it'll catch. So you know what? That's got little rivets that pop out. Shoot, should have done that first. It's got little teeny tiny little holes that you can make. Glad this works. I was afraid I was going to need to go find a toothpick. If that was the case, I would have just waited till it dried, till the glue dried. But there we go. I poked them all out. So there's little holes there. So let's see how this works. Beep, beep, beep. We need like a piece of machinery making a beeping sound or something. So I drop these in. Put it too high. I got the glue way too high. But get down in there. don't try to blow your nose with any tissues that you see sitting around on my table because they're likely to have glue in them, and you have a real problem up your nose if um if you attempted this. Well, like the side of the pump just moved on me. That's definitely tricky to work with. Didn't get the glue on. Like the glue where it landed was like up above. So I think I want to just put glue right there. Inner edge. That will work. I'm gonna have to do some cleaning, but it'll work. Again, don't blow your nose. Yep, I got it. Definitely got glue where it needed to be that time, but it ended up making a mess, but it worked at the end of the day. Look at that, the whole freaking side popped out. Putting so much force on it, trying to clean that glue off of the edges. That is breaking the bonds that from the other spots. But you definitely, when you're doing this, it's a back and forth game of putting something on and then going back and readjusting. I've seen some people do some really cool stuff with this type of terrain. Like like you see how this is like sitting on it on a little. I mean, it's like a pavement type base that it's sitting on, and you know you can take different types of gravel and mud and stick them all onto this stuff, and you know make it just like a whole scene out of this whole little thing here. Um, I will probably not do that on all of these pieces. Um, because like I mean this is just a little gas pump. It's not gonna have like flowers growing around it or anything. But um, some of the I was thinking like the bank. I have this really tall, really big bank building. Um, I was thinking I might kind of embellish the basing around it a little bit. Put like stick some grass onto it and maybe and put some flowers and things. Because you know when when these guys are duking it out in the middle of your battle scene, you got to have some flowers, right? They're gonna be flowers growing in the middle of the city that would have survived all these buildings and things blowing up, right? Um. So next is this little yeah, bedazzle. We'll put you saying we should put some glitter on there. Um. Next is the top here. Oh yeah, that's definitely the top. Like it's got a line there. Got a little bit of you can see a little bit of gray. The back side doesn't have any detail. So this is the side you want to see on the top. Let me check the let me just check my picture for reference one more time. Okay. So it's kind of like tilted or something. Interesting. So it's made to be tilted. Hmm. I don't get it. I don't understand how it's like tilted like that. That'll work. Funny, with each piece that I put on, I still have to kind of go back and readjust the whole thing because it wants to move around a little bit. The glue takes a little bit to set. So that's where you're at. I think it would be best to put the glue on this thing instead of the post because it's really landing the glue. It's really like landing around this outside edge where it's holding. Got too much landing around that outside edge, but not that far outside. There we go. And any of you guys start peeking around the underside of the gas station sign, wouldn't want you to catch my mistake there. I'm gonna peek on the underside, make sure I got it. Oh, made a mess. Made an absolute mess. Scrap that idea. We're not putting glue on the underside because it just goes everywhere. Best place to put it, it kind of got glue on top of the thing here to show me where the glue falls. So that kind of helped me a little bit. I wish this Gorilla Glue came with a fine tip so that I could control how much is coming out of the nozzle a little better. We do what we can, right? We quiet. Here we go. And I think that is our gas station pump. I think we got that one done. Made to sort of tilt like that. I'll show you. Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah, a paper clip. I've probably got some trombones laying around. Show you what we're working with. I'll pretty much got this one done now. But there's your gas pump. A little bit of glue off there. And very carefully Move this thing to the side of the table. Put her next to the pot sun. Holding my breath like every inch that I move it. Alright. I've got it like I want it. Let it sit and dry. So we got our pot sign done and we got a gas station that's drying. So next we're gonna move on to something a little more ambitious. We're gonna put together the gas station itself, the whole building. So we've done a few little guys, a few little projects. We're moving on to the big leagues. We're gonna make a building now. Get excited. There's a lot more pieces to come into play. Like, oh boy. The windows are like layers, so it's kind of like 3 pieces to a window. So like, here's the like wall with the window on it, and then you put this piece on top of, well, I'll show you. Put this piece on top of this piece, and then the glass, glue that on top of this. So it's like 3 different layers. Oh boy. So first you got to get the building to stick together before you can put put those things on top of it. That's going to be tough. When you punch the windows out, it's kind of weird because it's got like indentions to poke the windows out. I don't know. I don't think so. I think you leave them. I mean, surely you wouldn't. Oh, I see. I get it. I think I'll poke them out before I start poking the windows out. But I think what you do is, um, yeah, I think what you do here is you poke this. You're gonna poke this silver part of the window out, and then this goes under it. Like this blue will be glued inside of there, and then this goes over top of the outside. So there's like a multiple layers here to the window. So yes, from the window to the wall. Um, got to look at that picture again. Okay. Tips. Glue the windows and window frames to walls before assembling walls. So there you go. I feel like that's going to have to sit for a second. So you got it's only two windows like that. But that can sit flat on the table. Like when I glue these together, it can just sort of sit it can sit flat on the table before I try to stick the walls up to each other. So let's punch them on out. Window piece, and did I just break it? It's supposed to be that way. I don't know. I think it's supposed to be that way. This is very meticulous. Yep. It's gonna be that way. It's cool though. It gives it some layering. So this is just trash you throw away. What you want is this little thin. Oh God! Please don't break. Ooh, this is scary. This is very scary. Probably should not have poked that out yet, to be honest. Pushing very. This is so thin. These little. I mean, look, it's like about as thick as my fingernail, just about. But you gotta poke it all out of there. Cut that corner. Got it. Look how thin that little. I mean, it's smaller than my fingernail. Maybe I need to cut my fingernails, but that's a very, very thin edge. Poke this one out before I break the inner window out. It should make it a little bit safer. Yep. See, when I did that one, it could brace itself on the inner window before I broke it out of the frame. Gave it a little bit more stability. Perfect. That's trash. Throw it away. Bada bing dong, ba ding 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 dong, ding dong ding dong. All right. So, you know what? Let me go ahead and just do a window before I poke the other one out, because this is gonna have to kind of sit before I do the walls. You gotta go, like you said, from the window to the wall. It's a very good analogy. So it's pretty neat. It's gonna give it some dimension. Gotta remember, I'm saving a ton of time by doing this, right? So just keep that in mind. Starting small with the petrol station. So I guess how it will sit will be this windowsill goes on the outside, and this window, the glass, goes up under there. So it um kind of sits on top. Well, this part's easy. The gluing the gluing the glass up under here. I've got a lot of wiggle room, but the harder part will be this is so small. I think the thing to do will be to put glue on the lower and the upper, and not try to do this really thin part. Just put glue around this guy. Nice little thin bead around the edge. That was kind of tricky because it had these little slots in the windows, so you think that's part of it, but it was not. So that will just go right on there. I think get it. God, it kind of like bled all into the window. Put too much glue on there is what I did. That holds pretty good. Don't move it around. That's the problem. When you stick it on there, just stick it and leave it. Don't start wiggling it around, because that smushes the paint all, or um the glue all over the place, and then you get a mess. So get all, wants to come all into the window itself. We'll see if this ends up being easier than uh painting. It's a lot of little parts. Dang it. That's on. Perfect. Got that. Now let's put the window itself on. I'm gonna try what you suggested there, GGF. Just a little bit of paperclip on this so that it doesn't get everywhere. So I'm just putting it on the top and the bottom because it's way too thin on the sides and it will just go everywhere. GGF hack here. Okay. So there's one window. Set that to the side. Do window number 2. It's a little crooked now I'm looking at it. There we go. She's good. She's good. Painting windows. Or not. Sorry, I'm putting up windows. Putting up windows tonight. We're learning how to put up windows in the stream. We'll get these guys put together, and then we'll move on to punching out the rest of the not coffee, um, the rest of the gas station. I have to get the there's also a hey, look, there goes a little snowman across the screen. There's also a coffee shop included in this set. I'll have to put that one together because no Nate over there can't live without his coffee. I just saw a little snowman run across on mine. Maybe I need to make it bigger. But, I mean, I can hop in here and try it. See? I see it on mine. I see it. I see it on mine. I need to make it larger or something. See if I can do that. I don't even see the thing, actually. Yeah, we've got it full. We've got it full screen. Like it's looks like it's full screen. I don't know. You can send emojis. They'll run across the wall, but only a small portion. Flower. Flower for you guys. Mario time. Yeah, they're doing it. Hey man, what's up, Red? Yeah, we're painting. We did Iron Man a little bit. Now we're doing some terrain, and we got some new toys in the stream that we're messing with. You can see the whole crew's behind me tonight, and all these little guys will fly across the screen for good times. There we go. There you go. There, yeah. If you just put a bunch of them, that's the thing. See, he put like multiples, and they like hopped all over the place. Yeah, there they go. Now that you figured it out, they're gonna just be flying all the time. Yeah, they're just kind of like in a small. It looks like they're just hanging out in the painting screen, like right here in this screen instead of all over the whole screen. You paint it? Are you painting any minis tonight as well? Rid 'em up. Let's see. GGF found the monkeys. With the monkeys. People say we monkey around. It's got to be that because it gives you a line to put it in. Oh, nice. Put them to work. Let them build some. Let them build some of the minis. Sounds like you got some workers in the house. Let's see. It's got to be that side, I think. I learned from that last one. Don't uh don't wiggle it around. Just put it on there and put it on there and let it do its thing. I'm not gonna put it um on the glass this time. I'm gonna glue it on the just on the edge. See if that helps with the smudge factor any. It's like I completely missed it though. I glued it too far away from the edge. Let's use that little handy dandy paper clip. Slide some of that glue over to the edge where it should be. You ever built any of this MDF terrain over there, Riddimuck? This is my first time messing with it. Everything else I've done is plastic. But I do like that it's already painted and I don't have to mess with it. Much better. I'm learning. You just kind of lay it on there. You don't smush it. You don't force it. You just kind of lay it real lightly and you line it up before you put it on there. You don't start wiggling it around trying to get it in place because then it makes the glue slide all out from under it and makes a mess. Oh, yeah, I was just asking if you have ever worked with any of this type of terrain before, this MDF particle board stuff. Yeah, it's my first time messing with it too. It's it's not so bad. It's taking me longer. I feel like it's taking me longer to put this together than it would plastic, but I don't know. The speed savings is going to be in the not having to paint it. I can get some games going pretty soon. Hey man, I'm learning from you too. You're giving me tips on painting, saving the day with your just repriming the Iron Man base the other night. Which, by the way, you probably weren't here, but I painted that earlier with oh sorry, I hit the camera. Painted that earlier with some this is just Basilicanum Gray. It's growing on me, but I still kind of like this look a little better. So I may just throw another layer on it, or I may just leave it that way and paint another mini and try something different. Just want to find what I like before I go paint all of the minis. that cool. What was I saying? Yeah, that Basilicanum Gray, you got to be really careful with it. If you start going back over any spots that you've already touched, it just I don't know, it just starts to kind of look a little janky. It's a garage door. There's like a sign that goes over the front door. Probably should glue some of these little pieces on before I glue some of these little pieces on before I start putting the walls together, because they're kind of like these windows where you got to do them. Uh, do them first. I don't need to use the poker for this one. This is a big old piece. And see, it's kind of got these lines, or like something's going to go in there, but it's kind of got these lines to line up. Assume that's probably the sign right here. This looks like window vents. I mean, for example, this is better detailing than I could paint. like if I was to try to draw that on something, it wouldn't come out that good. What's my thing here? Pull these instructions up on the PC so that it's not I keep having to find it on my like I wish it came with instructions instead of like making you look them up. It would be a lot easier for what I'm trying to do right now. Um, Single story building includes two different fronts and can be built as either a coffee shop or a deli. Ooh, okay. Well, we're not working on that right now. We're working on a gas station, so that is what we are doing. Um, watch this time to stand. Sorry, a little busy right now. So it looks to me like if we follow the same logic of doing the windows, that there's some parts that need to be glued on glued onto these walls before I glue the walls together. That's got a little. I have to turn it where you can see it. That light's gonna blind you. But that's got a little indention to put this little fan is gonna go on there. Guess I should use the poker for this because this one's a little smaller in some areas. And that. Well, we had a little. That sucks. It kind of broke right there on me. A little bit of a break. Whoa. What I get, I didn't use the poker. This is a big piece, so I just like poked it out. But that's why you got to be careful poking them out of the thing. That sucks. Right on the front of the building too. Um, I'll end up. I think what I'll do is go ahead and paint it. I'm not supposed to have to paint this stuff unless you break something. I'll just throw a little primer on there first. And this stuff is gonna soak up the paint. Like it really eats paint. It's just especially that surface that's not got the detail on it. Howdy howdy. Just doing some painting. That looks better. Looks better than that broken edge. And that might be all I need really. It's just that little bit of primer. It's it's a battle damaged building. Yeah, I think that's a pretty good color match with just the primer. Yeah, exactly. Battle damage. I think that's all I'm gonna need. Like it matches really well. Oop, okay. careful picking at that. Yep, I'm happy with that. I fixed it. That little edge right there. But yeah, it really, really soaked up this primer. It just particle board. It just goes right in there. I think I saved the day. Saved another day. Brush up. All right, all right. So this is where the fan goes. And it's kind of got these little, not hit that edge again. It's kind of got these little, you can't see them, but it's got these little, yeah, you can see them in here. It's got these little dots. And there are little, you cannot see these, but there are little dots on this too. That, this lines up at. Get it all over my fingers. But yeah, and there's the fan. And next is the petrol. I learned my lesson. I'm always going to use this thing now because I broke that one little edge on that big building. Boy. Oh boy. This has got a lot of really small parts, like this little tail right here. That's got to be poked out. Yeah, I hear an echo. One is watching the most entertaining stream in the world on the other side of the room. Like hitting the live view and have it playing. Come on. Be very careful. This is very tiny. All the little words. I need to figure out how to. I need to figure out how to print like stickers, like make my own stickers, to put on some of these buildings. I can make like custom signs and everything. Be kind of funny. Like for the deli, we could call it like GGF sandwich shop, and coffee shop could be Nate's Coffee or something like that. Rid 'em up. You can have the gas station, I guess. I want the bank. I want my name on the bank where the money is. It's funny you say that. I've been thinking about it. I have been thinking about it, and I may one day, but I got enough going on right now. If I get to the point where I don't have any more models to paint, maybe I'll look into that. But a 3D printer. But right now, I got enough stuff to do. What would be cool is I could like print stuff and give it away on the stream. It doesn't really cost that much once you got the printer, like to print little things. Um, but I could like, you know, give away minis and stuff on my stream. But yeah, just too much going on right now. Maybe once I get everything put, you know, all these minis assembled and painted and we're done, I can do some 3D printing. But for now, I got enough to do. There we go. Well, I did not break it. That was scary. See, it has that little teeny tiny tail nub. Thought that was gonna be toast. Yeah, it'd be handy for you doing some boating uh printing. But that's a whole nother world. It's a whole nother thing. If I can get rid of some of this mushroom cultivation stuff, um, I'd have a little room to put something like that. I really don't even have anywhere to put it at the moment. Hmm? Work, good work. Oh, I don't want to glue the petrol to the sign yet. I'm gonna put that on the roof before I do that. See how it lines up. I'm just looking for, is there anything else that needs to be glued to the building before I um actually glue the walls together. Used like, where's the, this is the back, this is the front. I mean, the door's not supposed to be open, is it? Oh, I see. I think like this is panel. Are there any more pieces on this? Nope. That's just the two side walls. And the roof is right there. This one's a little different than the two little pieces I've done so far. It doesn't have um like a base. It doesn't have a base that the whole thing is gonna go on. So it's gonna just be slapping the walls together with no floor supporting it. The support is gonna come from the roof piecing it all together. That's what I've seen. People will take like this like foam board for ones like this and put it on top of the really, thin foam board. Makes it a little more secure, more stable, and also gives it You can bedazzle it a little bit. Just my initial thoughts on this stuff so far. I mean, it looks really cool. I like the detail of it. I mean, all these different dimensions you get from gluing these parts. It looks very realistic. But I'd be kind of afraid to travel with this stuff. Like, I think this will be used at home for games at home, but it's a little more fragile than the plastic, and I think right now I'm thinking I'm going to be a little leery about wanting to travel with it. I see. It's kind of backwards. Like, I'll show you. This is the door, and this is the garage door. But you punch out this little door part here and put it in here, and then this garage door goes right there. So that's why I was a little confused. Like, that looks like the door, but the door's over there. That looks like a garage door. Yeah, they just kind of made it that way. There you go. See, this is the actual panel. This was just kind of that's not even used, that's placeholder. But this does get poked out. I guess that's the side you use, that's a little more detailed. Get confused what side to use. You use the part that's got the little cutouts because it tells you where these little pieces go. That no, it's not. So that's not. I was afraid this all poked out, but it doesn't. It's just lines to give it some detail. One other piece, I'll go ahead and poke it out, is the sign. Perfecto. Hmm. Which side to use? That looks kind of. Oh, definitely this side. It's got like ribs in the door. That the bottom give you some support. How much room you got on top? Do 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 do. Yeah, still hanging in out there. You told me even 3 years ago that I would be sitting in my den, gluing together particle board gas stations on camera, talking to people while I was doing it. I never would have believed you. But here we are. How did we get here? So I guess I went to a party one weekend, and some guys were playing Star Wars Legion. I had never thought anything ever about playing tabletop games, and it never even crossed my mind. I knew about Dungeons and Dragons, that was a thing, but I didn't know anything about Star Wars Legion or Warhammer. I didn't know anything about tabletop games. But seeing the game in person, like a set like that someone had put a lot of work and effort into, uh, it just looked really cool. And I was like immediately interested because I'm a big Star Wars fan. And so I started from there. That started the tabletop gaming part of this. And then streaming was like, I don't know, a month or so ago. Nate up there just randomly texted me a link of himself playing some video game called Dauntless. And I was like, huh, that streaming stuff looks pretty cool. I think I might try it. So I was pretty much coerced into both of these hobbies. Oh gosh, there, that fail. I was pretty much coerced into both of these hobbies by my friends, streaming and model building. But that's what friends are for, I guess. Showing you cool new things. Messed up on this because when I put it on, like it's tough trying to get it lined. Like I'm trying to line it up with this bottom edge, while at the same time making it look even on the front. So when I flip it over, the whole thing wants to move. I get it lined up on the edge, and I try to move it. Hold it and flip it. There you go. Ah, God. Oh. So I gotta line it up like this. I got to line it up with the bottom edge while on the front. Because if you try to flip it around, it just comes loose. I'd say that's pretty good right there. Whoop. And then the whole thing moved on me. This stuff's definitely tricky to work with. I'll say that. I mean, it's nice having this luxury of being able to move it with by not using super glue, but at the same time, you don't have this luxury with plastic models. And I put together tons of plastic models with quick drying glue and not had to move things around. So I'm gonna just leave that for. I mean, I need to put this door on too, but I'm gonna leave this be, let it dry, because it just wants to move. You can put this little doohickey Sanchez on here. In the biggest, largest area of it. Yeah, Nate, you're talking 3D printers. Like, it would be cool. Like it's something I could see myself doing. But I would be afraid I would just end up with so much crap because I'd just be printing stuff, left and right, and I would just have all this junk that I printed lying around everywhere. But I'd give a lot of stuff away too. It'd be just giving stuff to my friends. Oh, okay. So I've got. Okay, that kind of needs to dry. I'm scared to start piecing this together, but it's ready to. It's ready to like glue the building together. But see, this is not. This is gonna be tough because it doesn't have a. It's not being glued to the ground. So when you start putting these walls together, they're um they're not gonna have a base to hold to. It's gonna be very flimsy until you get this roof on. And the roof is held on. See, the side walls have these pegs on the top that go in the holes on the roof, but the front and back walls have no pegs. So it's gonna be it's gonna be a little wobbly, I'll tell you that right now. Guess the thing to do would be get these sides on. Get the sides on, and then I can maybe get the roof on from there. Oh, I need to put this front door on. Here that the garage door is going to fall off when I start doing this. My fears were correct. Dang it. I don't see how I'm supposed to put these doors on and I don't see how these are going to hold when I put the building together too. Yeah, I may have to just, I think I may have to just do this and come back later to finish the building, unfortunately. This is not going to hold. Looks really good though. I just get it to hold. See, that thing wants to move. It's tough to get these things to sit in place. I feel like I have some super glue. Like I have some. And I feel like this needs to be done with a mix of super glue and the glue like I'm using. Because there are some parts that it is good to be able to wiggle. But this, like this right here, needs to dry faster. It's gonna hold up the whole project basically. Having to wait on this to dry. See, there it goes. This is tough because you're trying to get both of these have got to like line up in these spots, and you have to move the freaking thing around. You have to move the whole piece around to line them up. So you get one lined up, and then you're trying to go line the other one up. Stuff is coming all off on my fingers too. Look at that. That's good. I think we got that lined up. I am scared to move it. Like, see that thing move too. My windows are good. Like, they've had some time to sit. I did those kind of first before I started messing with the other thingies here. Nope, that's how all this stuff is. Models or stuff like this, you gotta buy all your supplies. Oh, see, like it's already slid. Oh, I see. So I'm gonna have to move this off camera. Like under this mat, that's why I'm having a problem here. One of the reasons, anyway. Um, Under this mat, I've got trying to keep this thing on level ground, but I've got like cardboard under here, and you can see cardboard stops here. Here's the table, and so I'm trying to. These need to be on the same level because the door was on the cardboard and this is down on the table, and so I can't press them both. So that I have to go off camera here for a second. Won't be able to see this, but I have to get it on the table where I can get the garage door and the regular door on the same level. And I gotta clean it. It got all janky. So the front door, the front wall is now good. Like it's off camera. We use our backup here. Give you something to look at. No, it's gonna hit the door, so that's as good as I can do. So that's good. I'm gonna poke out these little holes because I poked down on one of them. Amazed at how much of this is getting on my fingers. So, holes. Yeah, I'm gonna before my next stream, I'm gonna have some super glue to mess with this stuff. I think I have some. It's just I gotta go dig it up. But I think that will help tremendously. Guess we can go ahead and glue the petrol sign now. Not much longer. I'm gonna finish this I want to finish this well, I'm just about done. I'm gonna finish this what I can on this gas station. I'm gonna have to wait I think till tomorrow to piece the walls together because these everything wants to slide around. So not much longer. Um, alert. Knew how to raid. I could take everyone over there, but not that many of us here. But we'll go. Yeah, click his name up there. Just click on his name, and it should take you to his profile. See, sorry, trying to see how this is done. I glue our petrol dinosaur to the sign. There you go. Yeah, guys, when I'm done here, go check out Nate here. What you playing tonight, Nate? Let me just keep this just inside. There's like a little. I'm gonna keep it inside that bar. Been seeing some people play Remnant too. Looks pretty fun. I played Remnant from the Ashes. It was a free game on PlayStation a while back. I guess Remnant 2 is out, and I've been watching some people stream that. Looks pretty cool. Wish it was cross-platform. Say the petrol dinosaur looks pretty straight. Clean up some spillage. It was straight. He's so small. I just got to get him. I got to get him where he needs to be and just drop it. If I don't, if I start wiggling him around, it's going to bleed out everywhere. Man, that's pretty good. He's on. He's on. He's on. I think that's it. I think that's as far as I can go on this thing tonight. It's like these little this little door and the garage door over here are the problem. They don't want to stay on. They want to start picking it up and moving it around. It's gonna make a mess. So I'll stick around till so you about to go on, Nate? I'll stick around till you do yours. I can figure out how to raid you. Of course, there's not many of us in here. You guys can. It's not like um. I can tell you see his name up there. You guys go watch Nate. I'm about to wrap it up, so go watch Nate's stream here. Support a good dude over there. Oh man, look at that! I was cleaning the table up and my freaking hand just hit this thing, and now the dinosaur's all out of whack again. Swear, can't win. Wonder if I can do it. No, something for me to Google for another night. I don't know if there's any glue on it anymore. It's like, yeah, there's no glue. I freaking like hit it and oh, where did I put my glue? I was like kind of cleaning up. There it is. I already closed the glue up for the night and was finishing up. And Butterfingers here. So Nate, are you going to stream right now? Definitely taking me. Okay, I'll stick around. Definitely taking me a little longer to put this stuff together than it takes for me to put plastic models together. But I'm gonna save a ton of time when it comes time to painting, and I'm gonna be prepared. Next stream, I'm gonna have some super glue so this stuff will dry in like a minute. Shoot, I've put together plenty of plastic models and not had the luxury of slow drying glue that I can move things around, so shouldn't be any different. Just got to be careful, make sure I, glue them correctly. Definitely makes a mess, I'll tell you that. Like, look at my fingers. Like, it it's got this like crud all over it. It's like feels if it's like rubbing a newspaper in your hands or something. Mm, Yeah, Riddimuck, you're definitely gonna beat me now on you're gonna get your core set put together faster than me because I've switching gears a little bit, putting together all this terrain. So you'll probably be done with your core set way before me. I'm gonna be working on these guys. Yeah. See, you've already. But if you haven't painted them all, have you? You just have them all put together. Surely you haven't painted all 10 of them that quickly. Okay, okay. I was like, dude, you're an animal if you've already painted your whole core set. Yeah, kind of jumping around from project to project, so taking me a while to finish any one thing. So we'll get there. Important thing is get this terrain built so that I can start playing. Yeah, I'll get some things fixed for next stream. The music was couldn't get the music going tonight for some reason, and we got our little camera angle up there is kind of cut down tonight, so we'll get it rolling. We'll get it rolling. Not to hit anything. Looking forward to painting this guy. He's uh he's gonna be a lot of fun. Been seeing some other models out. They got like a cosmic Ghost Rider out. He's like Ghost Rider with like this weird looking Earth thing or something for a tire, front tire. Not so sure about that. I've already got Ghost Rider. I don't really want to buy anything else. Here we go. I was looking for this. So I'll go ahead and open this while I'm sitting here. Go wash my hands real quick. I got all this newspaperish gunk all over myself. See what we got here. Full screen cam. Magneto's got to be in that background somewhere. I feel like he'd be pretty close to the front. See Daredevil, see She-Hulk, see that's here's some guys that I'm surprised we've not seen in Marvel Crisis Protocol. The Fantastic Four. I feel like that why are they giving us like 3 versions of Captain America and 3 Iron Mans or whatever? Why don't they give us some of those characters? I'd love to see the Fantastic Four coming to the game. Who else is back there that we don't have yet? See Doctor Doom over there. That'd be a good one. Look in the background. They're so tiny. Just checking them out. I don't know do they have Ant-Man yet? I don't know. I don't know that they do. I'm not gonna be getting them. I got enough to paint right now. But check out these cards. Yeah, like there's a lot they're missing, but they keep putting out like multiple versions of the same guys. It's kind of irritating. Like this whole core set that's coming out is um every character in that core set already exists in other versions. Like there's no new characters. And some of those have already got another version of them. Excuse me one second. I'm gonna go wash this crap off of my hands, this newspaper stuff, because I don't want to get it on this nice shiny new Magneto card here. Be right back. Yeah, at least you get something cool to look at, right? All right. Let's see what we got here. cards are clean for the shiny new Magneto. What kind of stuff's he got here? Yeah, Brotherhood of Mutants. Magnetic Refraction. Magnetic Crush. Yeah, I know one thing with... Oh, another Crisis. That's cool. See, I have... See this affiliation here. Brotherhood of Mutants consists of Magneto, Mystique, Sabretooth, Toad, Scarlet Witch, Quicksilver, Juggernaut. I think this is printed before Blob and Pyro were out because I feel like they're part of this too. But I have all of these characters plus Blob and Pyro. I have the whole Brotherhood, and so I really was not buying that many more outside of the collection that I bought. But this was like a no-brainer that I needed to complete this whole little setup here. But one of the things with Magneto is like these little um these little metal things that come with them that you can put together. Um you can throw them around like it's part of his powers. Um Here's the ability Shrapnel Blast. When measuring the range and line of sight for this attack, construct within range 3 of this character. Metal construct after each attack. No. Change targets here. Blah, blah, blah. Here it is. Master of Magnetism. He gains power. He gains powers basically from those things being near him. He gains more power. He's gonna be it's gonna be fun to play with. Oh yeah, there's a toad in here too, isn't there? What is? I hate how they pack these things in like these bags. They're so like you always gotta be careful getting them out, not to dent the edges. I'm wondering if this door has dried on this thing enough to where I can touch it because I'm like wanting to put it together. There's old Toad. Here's all the little tokens that go with them. Watch those out later. You about ready to launch over there, Nate? I put on mine these little sleeves to protect them. Yeah, 2022 card pack. I've got that. And it did replace a good deal of my characters. And what I learned after I bought it is if there's a character that has an updated card, like see how these are positioned, like they're oriented vertically. If it's an updated card, it's going to be up, horizontal instead. The picture will be over here, and then the power listed. So that's your updated cards. And I guess you saw there's a cool. We just got 100 messages today. Thanks. You guys have been very active tonight. I appreciate it. Giving me some folks to talk to. Um, but what was I saying? Yeah. I've got that 22 card pack, and there's quite a few characters in there that got updated cards, and the ones that I got that were updated, um, I compared them to the original cards because I had both, and the um, every single one of them that I got, um, the um, it was an upgrade. Like every single card that I got in the 22 pack that I already had in the core set that it superseded, um, it was an upgrade of some sort, like an extra power or some kind of stat increase. I got no nerfs to any card, so I was surprised. I thought someone would be weaker, but it was definitely better um, better stats for everyone I found, especially the Hulk. Well, Hulk's not in the core set, but I have I have the Hulk, and the Hulk is in that pack as well, and the Hulk got a huge stat, like he became like immune to stun. I think was one of the big ones I saw, and he just became a monster tank. So if you got the Hulk, I would say definitely get that card pack. Um, but also, I mean, they're coming out with a 2023 card pack now. Um, in October, I think, when the new set comes out, and the 23 pack I think is just tactics cards. I don't think it's any character cards that are updated. But I think it's maybe tactics and crisis cards in that 23 pack. So it'll be interesting to see the state of the game once with that new core set. If that shakes things up a little bit, if these new characters in the core set are gonna kind of put some other teams back on the map, I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. But yeah, I mean, I'd say right now, uh, as far as the card packs and things, um, I might just wait and see what happens with this new core set, and look and see what look and see what exactly is in that 23 pack. Well, the 22 pack is a um, good upgrade, but looks like Nate is up, so I'm gonna go down. um, Thank you guys for watching tonight. It looks like we hit a new record tonight. We got 100. Nate's 101 right there. We got 100 people, 100 messages in chat tonight, so that's good. I appreciate you guys hanging out and keeping me company. And as I go down, head on over to Dad Medic Nate's channel over there and watch him, see what he's up to. He's playing some games. He's one of my good friends, and go show him some love as well. So appreciate it, guys. Y'all have fun. Thanks for hanging out. I had a great time, and we'll see you next time. Good night.